Hi everyone, myself Dr. E. Sridevi, Professor, Biomedical Engineering Department. In this video lecture, we are going to learn about block diagram reduction techniques in control systems. First, after learning this, the learners can able to understand how the block diagram get reduced. To reduce this block diagram, we have certain rules. We are having this classifications into 8. That is, whenever two blocks are connected in cascade, how to reduce this. Then two blocks are connected in parallel. Then summing point is behind the block. Then moving the summing point ahead the block. Moving the branch point behind the block, moving the branch point ahead the block, eliminating the feedback loop, interchanging the summing point. The rules for blocks connected in cascade and equivalent block diagram will be like this. G and H are there, then equivalent block diagram will be GH. So here G1, G2 are connected in parallel means here G1 plus or minus G2. Moving the summing point ahead means this summing point will be moved ahead the block, and summing point behind is like this. So this all are the equivalent circuit. So next, how the block diagram reductions method simplifies the complex control systems into a single transfer functions for analysis. So that is the main purpose of this block diagram reduction techniques. And the basic elements inside this are blocks, summing points and takeoff points. Blocks are otherwise called as transfer functions, summing points and takeoff points. So we have certain rules. Rule 1 is when blocks are connected in series, the equivalent is can be written as G is equal to G1 into G2. Rule 2 says when blocks are connected in parallel. So whenever the blocks are connected in parallel, this rule states that equivalent is G is equal to G1 plus G2. Now rule 3, whenever the blocks are connected in feedback, the closed loop transfer function is given by G divided by 1 plus or minus GH. This can be used in negative feedback or positive feedback. Then rule 4 is moving the summing point can be moved before or after the block, which with proper adjustments of the signals. That is called as moving the summing point behind or otherwise it is called as ahead the block. Then next is the rule 5, moving the takeoff point. Moving the takeoff point can be moved across the blocks by multiplying or dividing by the transfer function. So this is called as moving takeoff point. The procedure for reduction is start from inner loops, simplify series or parallel blocks, eliminate the feedback loops, repeat until single block remains. So simply we can tell these rules into one by one order. That is, rule 1 is the series blocks, that is the block which is given by G is equal to G1 into G2 when connected in series. When rule 2 says when these two blocks are connected in parallel, G is equal to G1 plus G2, that is the equivalent block. This feedback loops connection is given as G is equal transfer function is equal to G divided by 1 plus or minus GH. Plus is called as positive feedback, minus is called as negative feedback. And next is moving the summing point and moving the takeoff point ahead or behind the block. So can be multiplying or dividing this transfer function. Next is procedure for reduction, that is starting the inner loops, simplifying the series and parallel blocks, eliminate the feedback loops, repeat until the single blocks remains. So while talking about the advantages, it simplifies the analysis, helps the system design to reduce and also reduces the complexity of the system. And finally, this purpose of using block diagram, what is the purpose here is it is used to reduce this circuit, overall circuit. That is block diagram reduction is essential for analyzing and understanding the control systems effectively, so that the complete overall block will be reduced into a single block, so that system complexity will be reduced. So hope you all understand this session for reducing this block into a single block. Thank you.